Hey guys, Turiel here with GN, bringing you another audio commentary, and this game is set number 2, I believe, in OD versus Light, and here we have Meth versus, or OD versus Bad, I do mean, and we have Light versus Meth. We have Light spawning as the Zerg here at our 2 o'clock, and we have Meth spawning here as the Zerg at the 9 o'clock. And GN, would you like to explain about these players that we're going to see in this match?
Well, Meth OD is actually a long-time member of Overdose. He's been in the team for a long time. He's actually one of the leaders of the team, so he has a high status there, and he is a very good player. He has elite status, and he's just very well respected. Bad.Light, I don't know very much about him, but I'd have to say that he's at least a good player.
To be thrown up against Meth, he might just be being thrown to the slaughter, but I don't know, we'll see. Let's start this game and see what happens. And we're going to see a nice Zerg versus Zerg, and this match, just like game 1 of Fitch versus Antares, will be played on Athena, and I do believe the next game will also be on Othello, won't it, GN?
I believe they get to choose their own maps. I'm not sure what map they chose. I know the first map is always the same, but then the second map the loser picks.
It looks like Light is going to scout properly and Meth is going to scout to the south, but once Meth scouts down to the bottom, he'll know that his opponent is across the map. Zerg versus Zerg tends to be a bit of mutilating, with high muta harass with Scourge out there. From what you see in the Pro League today, it's mostly Jadon walking all over every Zerg that he comes up against with his 2-hatch muta or his 3-hatch mutas and with his Scourge.
Yeah, nowadays you see a lot of Zerg versus Zerg ending up to being just Zerglings and Mutalists just because of how good the combo is.
Looks like both players are probably setting up for a macro-oriented game from this one. We might see an... Oh, looks like Meth is going for the fast gas. This could either be for fast tech, or he might just be mining up till he gets that 100 for speedlings. But it doesn't look like that. If he had to win speedlings, he would have went faster out of the gate on them, would he have not?
Well, basically, getting gas before the spawning pool basically means he wants really fast speed Zergling. So, and then meanwhile, Bad.Light is getting a fast expansion. So really, I think Meth is trying to maybe even building a counter to the fast expansion. This is just a very risky behavior by Bad.Light.
Yeah, you don't see much fast expanding Zerg versus Zerg. Usually you'll see them move out after the first initial harass or the first initial attack. But here we see a drone coming in from Light, and he's going to scout that the drones are on the extractor as heavy as they are. But it looks like Meth is not going to stop after he gets the speedling. He went straight to lair, he's not going for speedlings.
So it wasn't. He's probably getting fast Mutalisks.
He's gonna have really fast gas. Compared
now,
to
Bad.Light just came up, so basically he's gonna have much later Mutalisks. And what that means is, if you have much later Mutalisks, then you have a lot more time to harass the mineral line and kill drones. While Light's probably gonna have to be forced to get an evolution chamber to get spore colonies up. If he doesn't, he's just gonna withstand too much damage.
And here you see the lair timings are just completely opposite. You see, this is Light's lair that I have up now, and it's only about a quarter, maybe less of the way down. And then you click here on Mess, and it's almost a quarter of the way to being finished. So that means he's going to have very fast Mutalisks. But you see here 4 Zerglings coming out looking to slow down this, I guess, easy harass. But there's a sunk in here, so it may defend.
Definitely, the four Zerglings aren't going to do anything to that Sunken. Not to mention, if drones are microing along with the Sunkens, the Zerglings have no chance.
You see Meth is building Zerglings also, though. Which means he probably wasn't anticipating a bit of Zergling harass once he was scouted. And here we see Light's lair just finished here now, so he will have the Spire up probably as soon as he can.
So the Spire is up almost at halfway, just when Light is putting up his Spire. So really he's going to be really disadvantaged, Light.
Yes, he is. As the Spire, I find, is probably one of the slower buildings to warp in for Zerg.
Now if you see here at the expansion for Light, you see that he's putting up the evolution, like I said. He's anticipating the faster Mulus, so he's forced to put down the evolution chamber and the spore colonies. Now these extra minerals that he uses to use this, to buy these things, he's not going to have enough minerals to have enough Zerglings to do a lot of harassment on Meth.
And you see both of those creep colonies now warping into spores, but a spore versus a number of mutalisks I don't see really lasting too long.
Well, it all depends on how many mutalisks Meth decides to get. I'd say it'd be common for Meth to start massing up on Zerglings now that he knows, or once he sees that the spore colonies are there.
And then just push out. Oh, he's got his Zerglings coming out now. Looks like he does have speed upgraded Zerglings.
Yeah, he just added them.
We see 4 Zerglings, 1 Sunken colony, and 1 Spore colony here at this expansion that looks like it's about to be attacked.
Now I'm actually very surprised. After getting the Spore, Light is still not getting very many mutalisks. I only see a couple of mutalisks that are being morphed. That's not going to do anything versus a decent amount of mutalisks. And here you already see Meth's mutalisks taking out Overlords, doing already basic harassment.
And you see Meth is just getting... He's already had the advantage out of the gate with that fast gas.
Now Meth used his mutalisks as a distraction, and he ran Zerglings past the defense to harass the drone line.
That was a clever quick play. But you see this? Those 3 mutalisks are going to come in with that spore and defend this little harass attack, I guess you could call it. But you see the number of mutalisks morphing compared to the... Oh, look at all those Scourge. We're about to see a nice little air fight in a moment here, ladies and gentlemen.
This is when micro becomes very important.
And you see Meth hasn't gotten any... He doesn't have any Scourge out. It doesn't look like he's planning on morphing any either. Ooh, the Overlord goes down. That's going to slow him down.
This harassment is going to be very dangerous for Method.
I think he's just trying to delay that expansion coming up. We see Meth taking an alternative route. I don't see why Meth is after to yet still not expand. Or produce any Scourge for that matter. I mean, he does have a truckload of mutalisks, but if he doesn't micro right, those Scourge are just going to tear him apart. And we see his expansion starting to come up here now.
Meth's just going to have to try to defend that expansion the best he can.
And then you just see a big area battle going on. Micro versus micro here. It comes down to who has more mutalisks now. Looks like, yeah, it's going to be Meth walking out here, I do believe, with more mutalisks. Yeah. He's got him right now by probably 6-1 there, or 4-1, or 5-1.
Yeah, Meth seems to come out up top.